My name is Vlad Galant. I'm an owner of company 91PC Help. We are MSP company, which stands for Managed Service Providers. We are outsourced IT department for small businesses we served in the entire San Francisco Bay Area. We provide pretty much all IT-related services, starting from something simple, which is most of the time turn the power button on or off. We can do that too, and up to pretty much complex cybersecurity solutions or IT-related solution, customized to my customers' needs. I was born in Soviet Union, back in Soviet Union era. I was traveling through the whole Soviet Union from east to west, back, and I ended up on the far east. I went to school, university in Vladivostok, where I learned journalism. It was Soviet era. I was working in Soviet newspapers. I've been told what to say, what not to say, what to write, what not to write. Ended up in the Soviet army. We have a mandatory draft for 2 years, so I was supposed to go there. And when I came back, it was 1990. It was a completely different country. I tried to go back to journalism, and that's it. It's done. And I just didn't know what to do, where to go. I ended up in Lithuania. It's across the whole country. I ended up there. Several years later, I was introduced. I got a lot of friends there, and I got introduced to technology. In Lithuania, 1995, it was just the first steps of technology. I started to learn how to build computers, how to sell computers, and I started to think, how should I sell it? And we ended up creating the whole company. I opened Yellow Pages, that thick, starting from letter A, and I call everyone, do you want internet? And people say, what is this? Why? Why would they need it? It took me a year to convince people, and they started to use it more and more, and internet started to develop more and more. And my company was a small one, but still we were one of the pioneers in Lithuania for internet providing. Unfortunately, in Lithuania, the big telecom from Finland, they just bought our telecom, and I kind of was forced to either quit or do something. I met a guy from Canada who was AT&T representative. No one knew what AT&T is there. And he told me about wireless communication. We ended up putting antennas on the highest buildings in the city, in Vilnius. And we connected those antennas. We started to provide wired, non-dial-up internet for office buildings. So that's how we kind of overpassed dial-up. We survived for another couple of years. It was quite new. But then I got an offer from a friend of mine who was here already. He opened a startup, and he asked me, why don't you come? America. And I but the offer was so good, I couldn't really resist. So that's how I appeared in here as an IT manager for the startup company. It was quite routine, IT management. So you have to do this, you have to do that. It was a little bit boring. And then fortunately, or unfortunately, I would say fortunately, my startup I was working at, he tanked. And I got a choice, either to continue with this corporate stuff or just go by myself. And I just became a computer guy on call. And I was driving everywhere in the Bay Area. I can't say I was full of experience. I knew everything. Of course I didn't. So every piece of information I had to learn by trying and error, trial, ask people, call people, meet people. The main force which pushed me into that direction was, as I said, the willingness to know. Every client I talk to, when they come to me, so, can you do this? Can you do that? My answer is simple. In the computer world, you can do everything. When I look for IT support, the first thing I look at, it's a personality. It's a person who would be dealing with somebody else's crisis. And sometimes it's quite sensitive area. You can teach person all these technologies, but you cannot teach person to be compassionate, to understand somebody else's pain. Although again, it's a virtual pain, but it's still pain. If computer doesn't work today and I have to do something, I'm in a pain and I'm in a doctor. So I have to send someone who will just elevate this pain and solve it and fix it. And second, of course, it's a willingness to learn more about technology, to be passionate about technology. That's number two. If you don't have either or, you're not good candidate for this field. When I talk to young guys or potential candidates, they told me a story. Okay, when I was 13, I assembled my first computer because they wanted to. If you have passion for technology, you're already on the right track. Then you just need to push yourself a little bit more to learn stuff. I didn't know nothing when I started, but I didn't afraid. I wasn't scared. Okay, whatever, if I break it, I'll fix it. And if you have that, you will be great in technology.